was waiting for Suno to release a video on version 5.5 and I thought I'd create one myself. So Suno have just announced the new version 5.5 model inside of their platform, and my God, we need to talk. This is incredible. As a musician for the last 20 years, I've never heard something sound so good from a single text prompt. Now, Lyra Pro has been announced also today from Google, but I really was excited for this. Only my first impressions. I've been going for it a little bit in the last sort of 10 minutes whilst it's just been announced, and we've got to talk because it's just incredible. The main difference I'm hearing straight off the back is I'm hearing a difference in fidelity. The dynamics, especially when typing a single text prompt, I feel like I'm having to type in less text to get a better result. I'm not going to have to be very specific anymore. And yeah, I'm really, really impressed with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some examples of some stuff I just put through, and also build stuff as well in time. Now, I know one of the most prominent features people want to use is this, but I don't sing. So you can now add your own voice into the mix as a persona. What this basically means is you can now tap onto this and then record your voice with your consent, and it will be training the AI models inside of this. And then what happens, speak a few words, verify it's you, and then you can use that to not only for future tracks, but also for inspiration. That's the main reason I would really start to use this. Obviously a good microphone and at least 10 seconds of audio is required. But once you get that, hearing your voice, especially as an artist, if you can't play, is pretty game changing. So anyway, let's get into the fun stuff. Let me try on a track that I had the other day. So let's keep going. Yeah, this is pretty cool.
You might be Orson. I'm carving out a room inside the room. The math of us is
This is what we call experimental folk music, which is where lots of chops. It's very similar to like Bon Iver style things, in within that sort of Fred again style as well. So I kind of wanted to blend these two artists together.
bag is 22 a million ways. I'm lost inside the static of the.
But what I could hear straight away is the vocal fidelity wasn't there in version 5. That's the biggest thing I could hear. That was a big complaint of mine. I couldn't use it on a recording for anything. It just didn't sound as clean as I needed it to be. So let's go ahead now and then use the styles and lyrics for this inside of here. And then we could say, let's take, there it is there. Let's go to use style and lyrics. So lyrics in there, styles there. Yeah, and obviously on this, I'm going to drag this up here as well, so as context of the recording. I always put the audio influence to 100% and style influence as well, and I'll just bump this up a little bit as well. The reason for this is because this determines whether how similar it sits on this one as well, and style influence is already taken from what I've written last time. So let's see what it creates. It should create something pretty similar, but I want to see the fidelity difference. And I think that's the thing that's going to kind of be game changer for this, especially if you're joining into the Suno platform to begin with. Let's see what it creates. Okay, here it is.
Ideas falling through the grip. You might be over soon. I'm carving out a room inside the moon. The math of us is jagged, 22 million ways. lost inside the static, 'cause the goals in there.
Okay, pretty insane there. That's it's way more clearer. It's way more defined. Let's give you a better example of something that I did the other day as well. But I'm really impressed with that. That is a really nice sound. Okay, these ones are quite. These are more folk stuff that sounds more like what I recorded the other day. So I recorded this piano idea inside of Logic, which was here. Add over things like backing vocals, vocals on top as well, textured sort of woodwind sounds, also some, kind of getting that kind of Bon Iver 33 God, bang on. Let's try and hear what, again, version 4.5, version 5, let's listen to examples it done. Change my piano style.
Falling through the grid.
And also, one thing you'll notice with version 5 is it's just inconsistencies throughout. When I listen to the vocal, even the instrumentation there, the piano, it's really inconsistent. The piano suddenly dips out in terms of fidelity, comes back in. It's just not 100% there.
I'm a map of the light on the kitchen wall, gathering the crumbs, gathering it all.
You can hear some just really annoying things that happen in the vocal, and if we got rid of that, it would be an incredible track to release and work with. So now let's go ahead and drag this over to remix it. Let's just again keep the strong on both audio influence and style. Let's hear what it does now in version 5.5 at the top here. It should be pretty similar, but it should have improved the fidelity. It's the biggest thing I'm hearing straight away when I'm listening to version 5.5. Okay, let's listen to this example here.
Falling through the grave. I'm a map of the light on the kitchen wall, gathering the crumbs, gathering it all. It's been a long year in the cedar wood, trying to be more than just understood. And the horn, yeah, the horn begins to blow. Keep it bright. Oh, the weight is just a shadow in the morning sun, where the many voices but the heart is one. I'm a brother to the wind, I'm a son to the rain. It's not a loss, it's not a loss. It's not a loss.
Wow. Oh my god. Okay, let's listen to the next version. So much more. Oh my god. Okay, that little line there, just even example, right? I played that on piano, which went down the A major pentatonic scale, and it's played down strings perfectly. Listen. Vocal is way more consistent. I'm loving this. I mean, this is obsessive. I can sit on it for hours. Let me try one more version for the recording. I mean, obviously, an official video from Suno will come out, but I was waiting to find one. I was waiting for someone to like be able to help you react to just how crazy this is. I mean, I did earlier J. Cole examples here. Let's hear the piano ones.
But I'm still in the booth. Truth be told, I'm the light and the proof. Big Mike energy, step in the room and it's heavy. I was born for the crown, yeah. From the street to south to the worldwide stage.
Okay, this is nice. This is really good. I was actually really impressed with this. Let's try this now in the version that it's given us. So we'll just drag this over to here. And we're saying remix. And then down here, yeah, keep the two options here to 100%. Let's hear what it's just done as an alternative, because for me, again, I was so bad. I couldn't think of a way to improve this from an instrumentation standpoint. It nailed this like trap style 808 drums. I was just blown away by it. Let's just hear the version here it's going to create. I'm hoping it'll be incredible.
Truth be told, I'm the light and the proof. Big Mike energy, step in the room and it's heavy. I was born for the crown, yeah. From the streets of South to the worldwide stage. Turn the grief into fight and I flip the page. I don't talk for the sake of it. I walk with the greats. Now the whole world's watching while I open the gates.
Incredible. It's literally like watching like a 480p YouTube video and then going to like 4K. Like it's really, really clean. Everything's consistent.
Yo, I'm the king in the park, but I'm still in the booth. Truth be told, I'm the light and the proof. Big Mike energy, step in the room and it's heavy. I was born for the crown, yeah. I'm more than ready. From the streets of South to the world. Turn the grief into fire. And I flip the page. I don't talk for the sake of it. I walk.
Okay. I don't need to explain myself. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, I did earlier some examples of just like piano cinematic stuff as well. So listen to this.
Yeah. I'm the king in the park, but I'm still in the booth. Truth be told, I'm the light and the proof. Big Mike energy, step in the room and it's heavy. I was born for the crown, yeah. I'm more than ready. From the streets of South to the worldwide stage, turn the grief into fight, then I flip the page. I don't talk for the sake of it, I walk with the greats. Now the whole world's watching while I open the gates. Can you keep up? Can you keep up? I'm a survivor, I'm a fighter, I'm alive.
Okay, just give another context again, like that progression there, I played that on the piano and it added it directly into recording.
I'm coming home. I built this city from the scars on my back, soul in the rhythm and the heart in the track. Yeah, they told me I changed, but I stayed the same. Just added more zeros and power to the name. It's a long way down, but a better view from the peak. When the spirit is strong, man, the body ain't weak. Yeah, late night thoughts in the back of the colony, thinking about the people who said
It's just too good. Even this example, right? So this is the original. I just prompted it. I don't even prompted it. There you go. Cinematic strings, escalate to explosive. I did put Kanye, I shouldn't have said that, in there. And then the results are incredible. So anyway, first impressions, unbelievable. Check it out. And also check out this new sound thing. I haven't used this yet too much. I wasn't too impressed with it, but this allows you to then create sounds from samples. So like in the case of here, I asked it earlier to create a lap steel holding notes down for a looping effect, which is all right. Which you could use. I guess you could prompt this to say, let's say, create a drone style piano, let's say felt piano in playing a C sharp major 7/9. Let's see if I then put the key in major. Let's see what it does. I mean, I was impressed with this earlier. I wasn't like blown away with this. I've seen this on a previous version, so it's not something this is like new. It's new recently, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's like blow my mind yet. Okay, it's holding down the notes. Let's say chord. That might be where I'm going wrong. Let's just try it now, just see the difference. Let's create a short version and a long version. Let's just see what it does on here. To be fair, it's got very close. And what you could do to this is then take this, download the WAV, and then put it into Logic, and then use the Serato sample or using the Logic sampler in there and creating something from that. And I think for me, that's the future of where music's going to go. And I do imagine I'd be very surprised in the next 6 to 12 months if Suno don't take this into the DAW as a stock plugin, which you can then prompt. And I'd also be very surprised if Apple don't try and then compete and create something where you can type in a text prompt and then build the sound you're after rather than to find the sound, especially for beginner producers and artists. But yeah, first impressions, I'm blown away, and I haven't seen a video yet online about it, so I hope this is a good video for everyone to watch.